5 seconds to the open. You ready?
Who wants to get this thing started right about now?
Welcome to Follow the Money Weekly with your host, Jerry Robinson.
Welcome.
Not just some guru.
Oh, really?
Your host is an economist and a best-selling author.
What an interesting news item. I'd better write that down.
And just someone who likes to make money and help you to make money. Welcome to Follow the Money Weekly. And here he is, Jerry Robinson.
Friends, welcome to you all around the world. Welcome to Follow the Money Radio. So grateful to have you along for the ride today. We have a very special and brief podcast today. We're going to be talking, as you can tell from the title of this week's podcast, about getting ready for the 2019 Follow the Money Summit. I can hardly wait. We are just a few days away. We're recording this podcast just a handful of days before this upcoming 2019 Follow the Money Summit. And this year's theme is entitled Prepare for Success. Prepare for Success. There is a lot of different meanings for success. It means different things to different people. But whenever I was putting together, and of course not just me, this is a big job we put together for the summit. Many people are involved. But whenever I was putting together my part for the summit, I was thinking about several different things, including people who are trying to break free financially, people who are wanting to earn more income, people who are wanting to become better investors, people who are wanting to become better traders. You know, success means so many different things to so many different people. And so preparing for success is what this summit is all about. And if you, in fact, anybody who has seen any of the information we put out about this summit, you'll notice there's a real interesting theme also around China. You know, whenever we were putting this summit together, we did not fully know, I should say, that China would be all over the news cycle the way that it is right now as we head into this summit. What we were focusing upon with the China aspect of this year's summit is to tell you that China is still rising. And in fact, it's becoming more obvious each and every year. So one of the ways that Americans can prepare for success at this upcoming summit is to increase their knowledge about the world, increase their knowledge about the global economy and what's actually happening. So we have a lot of great things to talk about at this year's summit. We really have a great one planned this year. I'm joined today by my beautiful wife, Jennifer, who's also going to be helping me at the summit. She's been a godsend. She's so organized. I tend to be the big picture guy who gets there, and I can tell you a lot of different things. But without that fine woman behind every man, I tell you what, it would be very, very difficult. I would be lost without you, Jennifer. Thank you for being here today.
Well, Jerry, you're too kind, really. I love Jerry's vision to help educate and help people know the truth about money and finances, and I love how he seeks the ultimate truth about all of these topics so that in turn he can teach you about them and help you prepare for your own success and put your own action plan into place. And so I'm excited to be on this podcast today, and I'm very excited to be a part of our live event coming up in just a couple of days.
We're going to have some really great networking games. You know, this is one of the big things about the Follow the Money Summit. And I know some of you are not going to be there, and we're going to miss you if you're not there this year. We've done 3 of these now, and each and every time that we do one of these live events, this time we're doing it in Northwest Arkansas, and that's actually the same place we held it last year. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing upon lots of networking opportunities. We're going to be focusing upon allowing you to really get to know each other so that you can actually then take those relationships and then let them blossom into something.
Right, Jerry. The number one thing that people say they walk away with from our summit is not just networking. You know, you think of these local networking events, they're kind of shallow, but people walk away with business partnerships or lifelong friendships even. And that's one of the main aspects or main benefits of our live event. People have told us.
That's right. Increasing your network and also increasing your knowledge. That's really what this summit is all about. We're also giving away quite a bit of stuff. I mean, we have lots of giveaways planned. We're giving away lots of Bitcoin. We're giving away lots of silver. We're giving away other things as well. We have great speakers who are going to be joining us this year. Tom Cloud, who you've heard many times on this podcast, who also has his own precious metals market update. He's going to be there revealing some information that, quite frankly, I'm very surprised he's going to be revealing. It's going to be a very interesting speech. If you when you arrive at the summit, of course, you'll be able to meet all the speakers. But I'm really looking forward to Tom's speech. He's going to be saying something very interesting and sharing something that he's never shared before. Also, we have our good friend Jay Taylor, who is a gold mining expert. Jay has been investing in the gold mining space and the silver mining space for decades. And he shares his knowledge freely. And he's also a fellow believer, like all of the speakers that are going to be here this time. We're all fellow believers, and we also believe that you can be financially free through whatever particular channel it is that you go through. Whether you're looking at online marketing, we're going to have a topic on that. Whether you're looking at investing or whether you're looking at trading, we have our upcoming trend trading boot camp. That's going to be held on Saturday, the day after the summit. And we're going to be spending so much time all day with this rapid fire education on how to become a part-time trend trader. You know, that's what I do personally. I do a lot of part-time trend trading as a side income, and it has been one of the things that I've been doing for the last, well, certainly intensely for many, many years. Now, as I look back, it's been, 23 years since I've traded my very first stock. Also been trading options for a long time. And so we're going to be sharing through our trend trading boot camp on Saturday exactly how you can become a successful trader and actually make that work for you. And it's going to be intense. It's going to be rapid fire. It's going to be 6 solid hours of just, hardcore information that is shared by somebody who's done it, who's actually doing it. So you're really going to benefit from that, those of you who are able to make it to that. You're going to learn how to earn at this year's summit. It's going to be fantastic.
And then finally, those of you who have heard the Sound Retirement podcast that we have on YouTube, you've heard Mike Mitchell. He is a 40-plus year financial advisor. He has such a wealth of knowledge in the financial advising area and how to retire successfully and soundly and wisely. And he will be there speaking and sharing a really powerful story, I think, that you will all benefit from.
Yeah, I love the fact that all of our speakers make themselves accessible. That's one of the things about the Follow the Money Summit that that really guides me as I talk to our speakers. And I don't have to twist their arm to do this, but you may have been to some conferences where you never really get to meet the speakers, or they're kind of aloof, or they're not available for you. That's not the way that it is at Follow the Money Summit. We are here to serve you. So you're going to feel that service from the moment you walk in. You're going to know that people are here and they're pleased to see you. It's not you're pleased to see us. We're pleased to see you. We cannot wait to see all of our members. Many of us are going to be looking forward to seeing old friends. Many new friendships are going to be made. So we're super excited. We also have a really nice, for those of you who are going to be attending this year, we have a really nice dinner, as we normally do, on Friday night right after the summit. It's going to be a blast. We're going to be joined by a very special guest. And it's also going to be held at one of the premier steakhouses here in Northwest Arkansas, a really fine steakhouse. We've worked out a really nice deal for the dinner. Great music, great wine. You're going to make new friends, lots of giveaways there too. So it's going to be a really nice evening. And as I mentioned, we also have that trend trading boot camp on Saturday. Really excited about that. For those of you who missed that trend trading boot camp, said, I couldn't make it this year, I really wanted to go. Don't worry, because we have good information or good news coming up for you in just a couple of weeks about the next trend trading boot camp. So you'll be able to make that and maybe fit that into your schedule. So very, very excited about that.
Yeah, and I will just add for those attendees who are staying maybe an extra day, or maybe you have a few extra hours that you're going to be spending in Northwest Arkansas, it is a really great place to go out and see the sights. You might be thinking, gosh, what is there in Northwest Arkansas? But the town we're going to be in, Rogers, Arkansas, was the original place for the very first Walmart. I mean, so this is, and the Walmart headquarters are now located right here. And so you can go check out the Walmart Museum and the an original Five and Dime store. It's sort of a historic kind of Walmart place. If you want to venture out and see the beautiful Ozark Mountains, which you probably hear Jerry and I talk about where we live in the beautiful Ozark Mountains. You've probably heard us say that before on this show, and you can go see those mountains. There's a state park called Devil's Den that you can drive to. There are conservatories, there are other parks, and you can just drive out to the mountains and check it out. It's beautiful here.
We always hear the same thing every year from people who have come, and actually from last year as well, but other times when people have come out to Northwest Arkansas, friends or family, they're always surprised by what they see. You know, it's always very, very beautiful. And also, as Jennifer mentioned, if you drive south from the hotel that you're going to be at with the summit, drive south for just about 20 or 30 minutes, you'll be right there in the middle of lots of mountains, and it just gets more and more beautiful as you keep driving. It's just a beautiful area, very, very relatively low crime area, great place for investing in real estate. For those of you who like physical real estate to invest, like in rental real estate, the prices here are still so reasonable. I mean, they're going up, don't get me wrong. We are seeing prices rise, but really still one of the best places, I think, in my mind. That's one of the reasons why we moved here, was so we could focus upon building our rental real estate portfolio. So we had been living in Houston for some time when we moved here, and we're really enjoying it here. So when you come, you're going to have plenty of things to do, lots of shopping, great restaurants, great venues around town, lots of sightseeing, and also lots of nature. So you're going to have a great time with that. We also have a photo contest this year again. So when you come into the summit, start taking pictures with your phone and then submit those to on Twitter. Just tweet them with hashtag FTMSummit19, and we're going to judge and then give away Bitcoin to the winner of that. So we're super excited about this summit. We're not going to spend too much more time here on today's podcast because many of you I know are not coming this year, and that's okay. I mean, not everybody can come. I mean, our listening audience is obviously enormous compared to the number of people who will actually be at our summit. But still, for those of you who are not coming, maybe this is just planting a little seed for next year. Maybe this is planting a little seed for the next time we do a live event. We sure would love to see you, and we cannot wait to see all of the attendees who are going to be coming in. And don't forget, for those of you who are going to be arriving in Northwest Arkansas for this summit, on Thursday evening, the night before the summit, be sure to come down to the lobby, the hotel lobby, between 5:30 and 7:30, and you'll find myself, Jennifer, and some of the other speakers down there where there's going to be a manager's reception. There'll be free drinks, free cocktails, and also free appetizers or hors d'oeuvres. And we're going to spend a couple of hours down there just kind of getting to know some of you, meeting you, talking to you, and of course, seeing some of you again for the second or third time. So we're very excited about that. So be sure to come down and visit us down there. Is there anything else, Jennifer, that I'm forgetting about this summit? It's just right around the corner. We are literally packing up as we're talking, getting ready to head out and set up this wonderful summit this year. Is there anything else you want to add?
No, just that we're so excited, and maybe just for those who can't come this year, we do hope to see you at a future event. But if you want to sort of be like-minded with us and with the other attendees, go to followthemoney.com/5levels. This is our action plan for success. This is what Jerry and I did personally and what we still work on, through level 5 to break free and to continue our financial plan. And if you want to be sort of like-minded and study one of the things we're going to be talking about, even if you've already read through those 5 levels before, the review can never hurt. And so go to followthemoney.com/5levels and be there with us in spirit.
That's a great point. And I know several people have been reaching out recently and commenting about how they've been listening to the Bankruptcy of Our Nation audiobook, especially as the markets start to get a little funny. People tend to forget whenever the market's going straight up, they say, oh, I forget there's a fiat currency. I forget that we have $22 trillion in national debt. I forget that we're running deficit spending and we have no plan to pay for, Social Security and Medicare down the road. They tend to forget about that. But whenever you start seeing the market crack, whenever your 401k goes down a little bit or IRA, suddenly that Bankruptcy of Our Nation book suddenly begins to make a whole lot of sense. So the easiest way to pick up a copy of that is just simply by going to audible.com. And I believe it's also available for free. I mean, when you sign up for audible.com, you can always get a free book, I think, when you first sign up, and you can make Bankruptcy of Our Nation that free one that you get. And you can listen to that book. And many people have said, I've listened to that book over and over again, and I've heard so many different nuggets of wisdom, and it's changed my financial life. That's what we want for you. We want that for you, even if you're not coming to this year's summit. We want to see you achieve financial liberty. And one of the best ways you can do that is by doing what Jennifer said, going to our website, followthemoney.com/5 levels. Check out the process that we use for achieving financial liberty, and also dial in to that book, Bankruptcy of Our Nation. Listen to the book. Let your mind meditate on the concepts that we're talking about there, and it can really help you and lead you to a place of financial liberty. So to all of our friends who we're going to see very shortly at the Follow the Money Summit, we encourage you to have safe travels, and we cannot wait to greet you in person. And for those who are not going to be able to be with us this year, we'll miss you, and we look forward to maybe seeing you at a future event, but don't let that stop you from pursuing financial liberty as we head into the rest of a very uncertain 2019. Godspeed, my friends, and we'll see you right back here on the next episode of Follow the Money Radio on the other side of the 2019 summit. Until then, God bless, my friends.
All of the information contained on the Follow the Money podcast is strictly for informational and educational purposes. It should not be construed as specific investment advice. The views and opinions of our guests and sponsors, including Tom Cloud, are their own and do not necessarily represent the views of ftmdaily.com or Robinson Media Group, LLC. Jerry Robinson does hold an insurance license and at times may offer consulting on life insurance and fixed retirement income products. Follow-up, individualized responses to email or phone requests that involve the rendering of personalized investment advice for compensation will not be made absent compliance with state investment advisor registration requirements or an applicable exemption or exclusion and applicable insurance regulations. Past performance is not indicative of future results. You should be aware of the real risk of loss in following any strategy or investment discussed on the podcast. Remember, never do your financial planning through podcast or radio. It's your money. Be wise. Do your due diligence and always consult a trusted financial professional before making any financial decisions.